Hey, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. Thanks so much for dropping by. I'm doing 1,000-day vlogs, 1,000 days. I'm only just past 100, so thanks for joining me. And a subscribe would be awesome, so if you could, that would be great. Friends who hate you, or you necessarily hate them. It's really crazy, isn't it? It's like a bit of an oxymoron where, can you really have a friend that you hate or hates you? People who are passively aggressive towards you that you've known maybe for quite some time. And these kind of friendships are usually toxic and don't last very long. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, by the way, I am out walking my dog because this is what we do. You know, when you've got a dog, you've got to look after him or her and do what's best for them. 3 times a day we go out for a walk. Anyway, I digress. Having somebody in your life who offers that kind of toxicity is not good in a friendship. They show it in loads of different ways though, don't they? If you say you're excited about something, they're not necessarily excited for you. If you say that that you're going to do something and there's no appreciation for that thing that you're going to do, and getting your head around that can be very challenging, especially if they want to stay in that relationship because there's some kind of gain for them. Maybe there's something in it for them. Maybe they view you as a bit of a cash cow. Maybe they view you as a therapist. Maybe they view you as somebody to vent. You know, they're getting something from it, but they're not in your camp. They're not with you. They're not on your side. You feel that. You just don't want to be around that, because that's not good for you and it's probably not good for them. And they're better off having the tribe, the team that they love, being with them rather than being with you. Because it's not a real friendship then, is it? Toxic friends who just don't really support you in any way, or just there because maybe you've got used to that over the years. Maybe it's something that, that's become the norm. But if you've got that in your life, I would suggest getting rid of it. And I've had that a couple of times. I thought somebody actually was supportive of me and there for me, but obviously not very much. And I really feel that it's something that you should really get to grips with. Hang on, I'm just going to pop over on this side. Morning, morning, hello. Loads of runners there, guys, out for a bit of a run, obviously. But you know what? Toxic friends, you really can't be a part of it. You've got to say no to it because it can actually drag you down and take you to a different place. Having somebody special who's a really nice friend in your life can be so valuable. But I'm going to really highlight some of the toxic behaviours. So say you're excited for something. Say you're going to go off on holiday and you're going to experience something wonderful. But they would see the pitfalls in it. They would see the negativity in it. They would see that it's just, oh no, this could happen, that could happen, and it's not worth you doing it. And you think, gosh, I wish I hadn't said anything now. If you've got that kind of negativity in your life from a friend, I would really question the fact if they really are your friend. Real friends support you. Real friends give it, oh yes, Chris, come on, go and do it. You'll have so much fun. You'll experience this. You'll do that. It'll be amazing. But no, some people can't do that. And I think sometimes built in friendships, you shouldn't have jealousy. I guess it's a human condition, but I don't think you should be jealous of your friend. Moreover, it should be something that translates to more positive behaviors. And friends who behave this way, I think, in fairness, if it's lasted this long, you've been very lucky because, normally in that kind of friendship zone, one person has to absorb the toxicity and the other person is giving it. If you're absorbing it, you can only do that for so long. Maybe you've been doing it in bite-sized chunks over an extended period of time. Maybe it's been something that you've been happy to do because you thought in some small way you've been helping this other person. But all you've been doing is taking away from yourself. That's the reality of it. And if they were a true friend, they wouldn't necessarily bring that to the table. And whilst we all share problems with our friends, don't we? We ring them up or we meet them and we say, oh, this is happening, that's happening. And they offer you support then, don't they? That's what they're supposed to do. But not the negativity and the toxicity of friendship. It does come across that they hate you sometimes, and you just think, gosh, you know, where does all this come from? You know, I always say at the end of the day, people can't hide who they truly are. They really can't. It comes out over time. You know, whether or not you see it or you hear it or you feel it, it does come out. So you've got to say to yourself, yeah, I'm not going to have that in my life, because you know what? I don't want that. I deserve way better than that. And, you know, life is too short, my friends. It really is. Life is way too short. So if you've got toxic friends, people who offer you this negativity, don't have it. Just separate yourself from it and move on from it. Friends are supposed to be there to, you know, I always say they're the family that we choose. And if you choose wisely, you will be okay. And it will be... Buzzy. Sorry, it's my dog. Yeah. If you choose wisely, then it will be fine. And you won't have to deal with this kind of issue. You really won't. And, yeah, it's funny, isn't it, that when people present that way, it's just not fair. It's not fair on you. It's not fair on them for you to keep them, giving them an audience, maybe. Maybe see it from the other side. Don't give them an audience. Don't allow them to have that impact on your life. When the phone rings, you're not desperate then to, I don't know, hang up the call or just not answer the call. Maybe that's, in doing that, you know, you're giving yourself peace. You're rewarding yourself with peace. And yeah, and it's allowing them to find their own audience. Because if they find their own audience, maybe they won't do it anymore. Maybe they do it because they know that you will listen. Maybe that's the case. Have you ever thought of that? But friends who hate you, or you feel have a passive-aggressive position with you or stance with you, yeah, that's not brilliant, is it? So you've got to sort of call time on that. And I've had a few people in my life, 2 people, one in particular who is no longer in my life, who was constantly verbally abusive, aggressive, and so negative about people. It really had an impact on my well-being. I didn't enjoy it. And for me, trying to enjoy life is what we should all be doing. Good morning. Hi, guys. Some cyclists there saying good morning. That's really nice, isn't it? So you've got to, if you can, take the most out of this life. Now, this one particular person was always horrible and nasty about other people. He very rarely would take the position of other people, and it would be solely about the world revolving around him. I find that very odd, you know. I guess life does teach you some things, doesn't it? If you're exposed to bad behaviours, all you're going to do is protect yourself. So maybe early on in life he was exposed to that. Maybe all he's ever known is all he's ever been shown. There you go, that's a phrase. So, you know, you've got to take that kind of behaviour and maybe throw it in the bin. I tried my very best, by the way, with this person to be their friend. They made it incredibly difficult. And like I say, we shook hands and walked away from each other only because it was the right thing to do. I needed it for my peace. I'm sure they needed it for theirs. I am a gentle soul inside. I'm 6'6". And I love life. And I love things like this. Beautiful sunrises behind you. It just really plays into my narrative of who I am as a person. And I love my dog. And I love meeting people and being kind to people and being hopeful and, yeah, just being nice, you know. But toxic friends, no, we've got to put them in the bin, guys. It'll take off you in the end. They do show themselves. They can't hide it. They know who they are and they know how they behave around you. So don't give them that audience. Don't give them the opportunity to present that way to you. You've got to say to yourself, enough is enough is enough. Because your peace means so much to you. And nobody ever really cares about your peace other than you caring about your peace. In you caring about your peace, it will mean that you can live a happier existence, not have the stress of that. Not when their name pops up on their phone when they're calling you, you're not having that stress of thinking, gosh, I know I should speak to them, but I really don't want to do that. So just think about it, okay? Friends who hate you, eh? Well, maybe hate's a strong word. but who knows? Anyway, as always, thank you so much for following and subscribing. I really appreciate you. I'd be interested in your comments. I always read every single comment that drops. I always take the time, and if I can answer, I will. If I can give a thumbs up or a heart, I'll always do that. So thank you. Thank you so much. It's not lost on me how much you give to me. So thank you. I'll let you go. Have a wonderful day. This is part of my 1,000-day vlog. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.